Then look here, in human respiration, there are 4 major parts of respiration that are breathing. That is an physical process in which atmospheric air is taken in and gives out. Inhaling and exhaling is the breathing process. Then gaseous transport, you know that our blood hemoglobin is catching oxygen from the lungs and it is supplied to different parts of the body. That is the gaseous transport. Then again, one thing, sometimes carbon dioxide is taken from the lungs as bicarbonate dissolved in plasma. Some of the carbon dioxide is dissolved in blood plasma. Plasma meaning the liquid part of the blood, and some may be combined with hemoglobin form carbaminohemoglobin. Hemoglobin that can combine with carbon dioxide giving carbaminohemoglobin. So in two ways, as bicarbonate and carbaminohemoglobin, the carbon dioxide is taken from the lung, taken from the tissues and may be released into the lungs, so that from the lungs we can by the diffusion of gases that can come out of the body. Then the tissue respiration. Here you can see the cells, the tissue cell, you can see the cell, tissue cells and tissue fluid surrounding or around the cell. We can see some fluid, that is the fluid part of the blood that is oozing out from the blood capillaries and it is surrounding the cell, that is the tissue fluid. Through the tissue fluid, oxygen can enter to reach the tissue fluid, and carbon dioxide also diffused out. Sometimes it may be through the tissue fluid or directly into the blood cell. It can move in and out. That is the tissue respiration. Then cellular respiration. That is a very complex chemical reaction inside the cell. Several enzymes are taking place to do that activity, physiological activity, cellular respiration inside the mitochondria, and that are the how the respiration takes place. Here you can see the how it occur. White blood cell, red blood cell, the capillary is running through the body or through the tissues. This is a small capillary that is running through the tissues that are shown here. Then again, respiratory organs for breathing. Here you can see the nose. You know that through the nose we are taking in air. Then pharynx is the throat region. നമ്മുടെ തൊണ്ടയുടെ ഭാഗം വരുന്നതാണ് pharynx. Inside part is the pharynx. Then the larynx is that is the entrance of the lungs. Windpipe, that is the larynx. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ സൗണ്ട് ബോക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണ് larynx. In male you can see a bulged part here in the throat region. There is a bulged part, that is the larynx or the voice box. Then the trachea. Trachea is the windpipe. Bronchi, when trachea divide into two, that is the bronchi. Then again it will divide into bronchioles. That are the finally to reach the lungs. Here we can see the part here. Parts here. Here through the nose, the arrows show the air is entering. You can see the nasal chamber. Inside the smell nerves are there. If any substance is present with any fragrance or bad smell substance are present in the air, the sensory cell, smell nerves that are present in the nasal chamber can take that to the brain. You can see the brain on the upper part. It can directly carry, so we can understand about the surrounding. Then the firing region, you can see the firings, you can see there. Here in the firings, the air, the foot passage and the air passage is have a here there is a common opening at the firings region. Then again you can see another structure known as the epiglottis. Epiglottis is a particular structure that will close the windpipe. You can see the larynx at the upper portion of the windpipe is known as the larynx. Here in the male, that larynx, then again in the larynx there is a vocal cord. When air pass through the vocal cord, the vibration of the vocal cord that are a particular cartilaginous folding. നമ്മുടെ ചെവിയിലൊക്കെ ഉള്ളത്, ചെവി cartilage ആണ്. It is flexible tissue. Such a cartilaginous structure, two foldings are there, that are the vocal cord. When air pass through the larynx, that vocal cord will vibrate, that make the sound, vibrations in the air, that is the sound produced by the human being. Here you can see the if foot pass through the pharynx region, usually the part known as the epiglottis will close the windpipe or trachea. Trachea will be closed by the epiglottis, so that the foot will not enter into the windpipe or to the lungs. If any food particle go into the lungs, that may cause the death of the person. We should be very careful. If we make sound during when we eat, when we talk at the same time, sometimes both the opening or the epiglottis may happen to open, so that the food material can enter into the trachea, that may cause the death of the person because of the suffocation. So it is not good to talk or making too much sound when we swallow food. If you do it at the same time, it is dangerous. Then you can see the opening of the trachea. Trachea എന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണ് വിൻഡ് പൈപ്പ്. എയർ ലങ്സിലേക്ക് പോകുന്ന ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ആണ് ട്രക്കിയ. ട്രക്കിയ, ഇറ്റ്സ് അപ്പർ പോർഷൻ is the larynx. Larynx meaning sound box. In that sound box we can see the vocal cord. So it is the entry area where how the air enter into the lungs. Then again you can see certain structures are present in the nose. Here nose have nostrils, and hairs present in the nostrils prevent the dust particle or the small insects may be prevented from entering the respiratory system. ഈ hair ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് that can trap the substances. Then nasal chambers are also there. You see the nasal chamber, you can see this has also certain functions. You see, it can warm the air as it passes out. If we are living in a very cold area or in cold climate, this air enter into the lungs will not be so cold, because the nasal chamber can warm the air that is passing through the nasal chamber. Then again another thing is, it add moisture to the air. When our skin inside the nasal chamber can produce moisture, humidity, so that it can also, the air enter into the lungs will not be dry. So again our nostrils or nasal chamber that has mucus secretion that can entrap the harmful particle. If any dust or harmful particle enter into the nose, that mucus, അതിനകത്ത് നനവ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും, അതാണ് mucus. That mucus can trap the germs and substances. So it is making it pure. The air entering the lungs should be pure. That is, some of the functions, our defense functions are done by the nasal chamber. Then it has also sensory nerve ending. Sensory cells are also present. Then again you learned about the pharynx, how it works. I explained it. Then again here the trachea or the windpipe. Then trachea, it has a particular C-shaped cartilaginous rings are supporting the walls of the trachea. What is the trachea? It is the trachea. Here in the trachea, rings of cartilage supporting cartilage ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു kind of tissue that is supporting the trachea that is present in the trachea. Then again it divides into two bronchi, and again the bronchi, each bronchi is further divided into bronchioles. Trachea, bronchi, bronchioles. Again here secondary bronchi and tertiary bronchi are also there. Then the bronchioles, they are very small structures that will have only 1 mm of diameter, and these tubes will not have the cartilaginous rings to support it. Finally, this bronchioles, finally it reaches into the small sac-like air structure known as the alveoli. Here in the lungs, small air sacs known as the alveolus. Alveoli will be like this, and around the alveoli there are impure blood may be carried into the lungs through the capillaries, and that may be air exchange may occur inside the capillaries, and the that small capillaries that is carrying the pure blood into the heart to supply it to pump it to different parts of the body. That is how it happened. Here another structure so that is happening in the then in between the two lungs, the position of the heart you can see in between the two lungs. Then again the left lung has only 2 lobes, but the right lung is a little larger than the left lung because to accommodate the heart in between, the left lung has only 2 lobes. At the same time, the right lung has 3 lobes, and it is fully, that is touching inside part of the thoracic cavity. You can see the thoracic cavity, and here intercostal muscles are there. You can see the rib, that is how the rib is covering. It is touching the lungs are touching the thoracic cavity, and it has a triangular shape, and its wider portion that is touching the diaphragm. Diaphragm is the particular muscles that is separating the chest and abdomen of human trunk. മനുഷ്യൻ്റെ ശരീരത്തിൽ upper portion is the chest and lower portion is the abdomen, that is separated by the diaphragm, and on the surface, on the upper part of the diaphragm, the lung is in a resting state. That is the position of the lung. Then again you can see inside the trachea there is ciliated epithelium, epithelial cells that are inside the lungs. Lung wall is made up of this epithelial, ciliated epithelium that you learned in the tissues in 7th standard or in the 9th standard. You learned about the ciliated epithelium. In the human life, all in a living body, the ciliated epithelium is always moving in a motion, driving any fluid or mucus that is on them, and also the particle that may have come in with the air towards the mouth, air that is moving, lashing these particles towards the mouth region, to the throat region. You can see in the picture globulate cell which make the mucus. Certain cells that are producing mucus. വഴുവഴുപ്പുള്ള ദ്രാവകം ഈ ഈ ട്രക്കിയ വിൻഡ് പൈപ്പിനകത്ത് നിന്ന് ആൻഡ് മ്യൂക്കസ് ദാറ്റ് ട്രാപ്പ് ഡസ്റ്റ് പാർട്ടിക്കിൾ ആൻഡ് ബാക്ടീരിയ. ഇറ്റ് ക്യാൻ ട്രാപ്പ് ദ ഡസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് ബാക്ടീരിയ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എൻറ്ററിങ് ഇൻ ടു അവർ ലങ്സ് വെൻ വി ബ്രീത്ത്. നമ്മൾ ശ്വസിക്കുമ്പോൾ അകത്തേക്ക് വരുന്ന ബാക്ടീരിയൊക്കെ ഈ മ്യൂക്കസിനകത്ത് വരും. ദെൻ യു ക്യാൻ സീ ദ സീലിയ ഓൾസോ. These wave constantly, always it is waving or moving and sweeping mucus upward towards the throat region. ഈ മ്യൂക്കസും പൊടിയൊക്കെ ത്രോട്ടിലേക്ക് വരുന്നതാണ് നമ്മൾ കഫം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ബെറ്റർ ടു സ്പിറ്റ് ഔട്ട് ദിസ് മ്യൂക്കസ് ഓർ സച്ച് ഫ്ലൂയിഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് കമ്മിങ് ടുവേർഡ്സ് ദ ത്രോട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ത്രോട്ടിലേക്ക് ഇതുപോലെ വരുന്ന സ്ഫുട്ടമെന്നാണ് കഫത്തിന് പറയുന്നത്. That it must be spit out or we must throw it out. It may contain germs and dust particle. Then again the lungs have two coverings over it. That is the inner lungs is protected by two membranous covering that are the outer pleura and inner pleura. ലങ്സ് പ്രൊട്ടക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്ലൂറ എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ് ഹാസ് ആൻ ഇന്നർ വിസറൽ പ്ലൂറ ആൻഡ് ഔട്ടർ പരൈറ്റൽ പ്ലൂറ. ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ദീസ് ടു മെംബ്രെയിൻസ് ദർ ഈസ് പ്ലൂറൽ ഫ്ലൂയിഡ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ ദെയർ. പ്ലൂറൽ cavity and this help it can protect the lungs as well as it provide lubrication for free movement and expansion and contraction of the lungs. ലങ്സ് കോൺട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുകയും റിലാക്സ് ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഈ പ്ലൂറൽ ഫ്ലൂയിഡ് ദാറ്റ് വിൽ റെഡ്യൂസ് ദ ഫ്രിക്ഷൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ദ ദാറ്റ് മെംബ്രെയിൻസ്. സോ ലങ്സ് ഈസ് പ്രൊട്ടക്റ്റഡ്, ഇറ്റ് റെഡ്യൂസ് ദ ഫ്രിക്ഷൻ. Then again blood supply to the lungs. ലങ്സിലോട്ടുള്ള how the blood is supplied to the lungs. Here you can see the heart. From the heart you know that in the left in the right chambers of the heart, right chamber, the dark brown shows the deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide containing blood is shown in the dark color. That is reaching the left chamber. The upper chamber is known as the auricle, where the blood is coming from all parts of the body that may contain carbon dioxide containing blood. That may be pumped to the lower chamber of the heart, the ventricle. From the lower right ventricle it is pumped to the lungs by pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is carrying blood towards the lungs, and through the pulmonary vein, when it reaches the lungs, that will divide and become very small capillaries. Capillaries are not shown in the diagram. To see it very clearly, that is avoided in the diagram. Pulmonary artery is carrying impure blood and bringing, the pulmonary vein is bringing pure blood to the left side of the upper chamber. That is the left auricle. From the left auricle it is reaching the right left ventricle. From there that pure blood will be pumped to all parts of the body by the aorta. That is how the circulation occur inside the lungs. Then again any carbon dioxide, if the carbon dioxide is a slight increase in carbon dioxide content in the blood increasing the breathing rate. That is why what happen when we run very fast, more glucose will be oxidized, so more carbon dioxide will be produced inside the blood, so that our heartbeat will rise very fast. So our breathing rate also will become very fast when the carbon dioxide content inside the blood will increase. Then inspiration and exhalation. Inhalation or exhalation are the two process, mechanical process that is taking place inside the lungs. How it occur? Here you can see the ribs and diaphragm are taking place in doing so. Here you can see the rib. In between the ribs there are particular muscles known as intercostal muscles are there. That spelling I can show you. Certain muscles are there in between the contraction of the intercostal muscles. You can see the intercostal muscles are there between the ribs and the diaphragm also. Here the condition, the contraction of the intercostal muscle between the ribs, that is causing the upper and outer direction the ribs may move. At the same time, the here the diaphragm also become more flattened or depressed state. In that condition, the air may rush into the chest cavity because the expansion causing the reduction in the air pressure inside the lungs. So a vacuum may be created there so that more outside air may rush into the chest cavity. The opposite thing will happen. Here the ribs, the chest ribs become depressed or the chest contract because intercostal muscle may relax, and here the diaphragm relaxed and elevated due to abdominal pressure. Here what is happening, so that the air inside the chest cavity may go out. That is how the inspiration and expiration occur. Then